A very good evening to one and all those who are present today. I would request all the class representatives of the respective colleges to set a gentle reminder to your fellow friends and asking them to join in today's session.
Hi, good evening, all. So today's SDP is basically based on the major and minor projects that you will be taking, or you might have already taken it while in your final year. And for people who are currently in their second year or third year, so this is also one of the most important topic for you guys as well, because moving forward, definitely you will also be taking some of the major or minor projects in your college. So this is a generic topic that we have taken into account for this particular SDP, and we will be giving you a complete guide on how the report should be, what are the standards that are to be followed, and apart from this, we will also be giving you a complete detailed information on how the reports are to be compiled when it comes to a real life case study that we'll be taking during the course of this entire SDP. So now this is very important and generic topic that we have taken up. So it is not relevant to any specific branch or any specific domain. I request all the participants who have joined, please call upon your friends, your classmates, or if there are any faculties who have joined this session, I request all the faculty members to please call upon the respective student from your college so that they can be a part of it and take ultimate benefit for this session. So we will be starting another couple of minutes. So all the class representative, please post this link. Amar, please can you please post the joining link in the chat box so that people who don't have the link can share it across.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you. And while going for interviews or while presenting yourself during the interview process after you complete your graduation, the companies where you are applying will also be going through your entire reports. Now, if you represent the report in a proper standard format, it will add on to the value in your achievements in your resume, and you will get a highlight when you are facing the interviews and the competition is not within your college but on a national or international front. We also cater the placement activities. So I suggest, Amar, by the time students are joining, why don't we show the placement opportunities that we have shown to the student
Yeah,
on
sure,
the
sir.
campus drive that we have conducted, so that they also know or they should also come across what exactly the opportunities can be when it comes to the completion of the project, the course, and then we can show the placement opportunity.
Yeah, sure, sir. I will show the videos.
My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 Percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time we would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th Percentile. So today we were here for this IT Bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them all the best and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th Percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Miss Ambika, Miss Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. it was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into the cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 98th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot, and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be I placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
This was my first association with XLR. I had got a call from Miss Shubha, and we fixed a drive here. Today when we came here, I was not expecting much, but the hospitality was too good. Staff is quite cooperative, and it's like a happy-go-lucky kind of a environment here when it comes to XLR people. When it comes to candidates, yeah, we have got few candidates, and they are all agreeing to all our terms and conditions, and I hope they join the organization and work for us, and I'm expecting long-term association with XLR people, with more recruitments or more collaborations with them.
XLR has been a good partner for us because we found some of the candidates were excellent, and we wanted people with good business experience, not only just the Java or whatever full stack development or whatever they were being trained on. They were also people with a good background knowledge, and whom we have really shortlisted, and we assume that they are going to make a good career in BusyBrains.
XLR arranged our placements for the BusyBrains company. I felt good. I hope that it will be positive for us and change our lives in IT sector. So thank you, XLR.
Hi, my name is Revant. I joined XLR's course of data analytics. While the course was going through, the faculty were very good. They were guiding us really well, and they were providing in-depth insights of the industry. We were taught the latest things. We were taught what the industry needs, and after that, post completion of my course, we were going through a live project where we were facing real-time scenarios, and we were encountering all those scenarios which we would be encountering in a job. We completed the project, and we got through a certification which stated that we got a data analytics certification from XLR, and after that we were placed in mock interviews, and they also gave us how the interviews are and how tough they are. The interviews were really good. And post completion of the mock interview, they started placement drives. Today is my first placement drive in a company called Busy Brain. I really want to thank XLR for providing me this opportunity, and I'm really hoping to see much more opportunities in the future. Thank you, XLR.
When I came into XLR, the learning experience was very good. Today there was the interview session from Busy Brains company. The interview session went extremely well. I got to learn many new things.
Okay, so dear students, good evening. So ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of you for this 30-hour student development program on Project Excellence. And today, we are thrilled to have with us Ms. Nitya ma'am, a senior manager at XLR, who will be guiding us throughout this event and hosting this event. So let's make this session insightful and engaging. So Nitya ma'am, over to you. You can start the session.
Thank you, Amar. So participants, just allow me to share my screen. Okay, hope the screen is visible to one and all.
Oh, yes, it's visible.
Yeah. So very good evening to one and all those who are present here for today's session. So on behalf of XLR, it gives me immense pleasure in welcoming you all for today's student development program on Project Excellence, Mastering Your Minor and Major Projects with real-world case studies. So we are here to discuss one of the most vital aspects of your academic journey, projects. So whether it is a minor project or a major project, these experiences will shape you not only your grades, but also it will help you in shaping your career, making you career ready, and of course, the problem solving skills too. So I, Nitya, today would like to invite the participants for today from the various colleges, where I would be introducing them gradually. And of course, to introduce to a wonderful journey of this project excellence in mastering your minor and major projects, which will help you in terms of connecting with all the real world case studies. So before which, I would like to give a short introduction about XLR. So XLR coined in the year December 2013. We had a fabulous journey and an ongoing process, having 70 plus courses trained across 5 lakh students, being awarded twice under Deloitte as the fastest 50 growing tech companies, launched data science, artificial intelligence courses in the beginning of 2016, and having today, that is in 2023, 400 plus employees and having branches in Chennai, operating in 5 cities. So this is an overview. We have our headquartered at Houston, world headquarters in Houston, USA. We not only cater to the students, but of course to the faculties, corporates. So we have meet the requirements of industries, individuals, institutions. As I told you, we have our presence in the 5 cities, major cities, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune. And we have our premium associations with iHub Divya Sampark, Skill Up, APSSDC, AppShe, Task, KMDC, IITM, IIT Madras, IIT Roorkee, NASCOM Future Skills, having largely connected with them for various projects and internship programs, and as well with the courses, the emerging technology courses, having the certificates, which will be the students who get trained under the program, which are certified by the NASCOM, will also get a NASCOM certificate. So these are few of our recognitions, which is being done by Deloitte, Silicon Analytics India, Silicon India, for our exemplary training. And this is, in short, our overall faculty development programs, which we have conducted for engineering and degree colleges. 500 plus webinars conducted, student development program, close to 5 lakh, 50,000 students we have trained during our student development program. And moreover, this is an everyday learning program, which is exclusively for the students who are, where we are not going to disturb them during their academy classes, and it is that is where the classes are from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we have our larger participation in connecting, signing MOUs with close to 1,500 academy partners. That brings us a very good understanding and knowing the know-hows and what are the industry gaps, thereby bridging those gaps and equipping the students and shaping their career. So on that note, these are few of our recent engagements at IIT Bombay FDP on full stack development, program on time series analysis and predictive analytics at IIT Roorkee, BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. This is a student initiative where the students from the BITS Pilani had approached XLR to conduct a Power BI machine learning training program. And we had with our strong association with IIT Madras, we have joint certification courses which we have enabled. This is our recent engagement with the students of final year in training them on the campus recruitment training, where we found the skill gap largely. And this was a complete thorough analysis between the institutions, universities, college faculties, and understanding the gaps, wherein we found that the students are technically stronger, but whereas in quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability, soft skills, there was a larger gap. And of course, we also found that the students who are really good in quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability, soft skills had a larger challenge in terms of the coding skill. So this is a special initiative from XLR. In the month of Jan, we initiated this program. 240 hours of free training for the students of final year. Engineering students were given. Yes, of course, the degree students also participated in this. And the benefit of this is the student had a training program that is on a regular basis, on an everyday learning from Monday to Friday on the subject level, and the other coding skills on Saturday and Sunday. And they were honored by iHub Divya Sampark for their performance during their journey. Here, we had close to 50,000 registrations for the training program of Skill Up final years, wherein students were evaluated based on their performance on every subject, coding skills. So there were continuous process of assignments given, attendance were tracked, and the students were given the, they were accessing through the LMS, Learning Management Portal, and they had to take up their assessments and assignments in it. So on a regular practice of all of these, the students who were successful were honored with iHub Divya Sampark certificate. And following it, we had a strong association with APSHE in conducting internships and projects. Here again, the student had the option to choose the tracks which they would want to learn. So close to 30 technology tracks were given to them on a self-paced model. So students who underwent this training also had the benefit of taking up the 240 hours of campus recruitment training. So close to 180 hours of self-paced learning on the experiential learning was given to them, with a lifetime access for them, which was given, and the students were given the opportunity to go through the modules which were covered under the 240 hours of campus recruitment training. So the students who successfully got cleared their assignments and assessments were given the placement assistance. So 18,000 plus students participated from the AP region, which was a mix of degree and engineering. From degree, we had 30 plus colleges. Engineering students were from 175 colleges across India. And students underwent a 22 technology tracks, which they had the opportunity to choose the tracks. And it was for a duration of 16 to 20 weeks. So now let me give you a little more insight on our ongoing projects and internship, which again has the placement assistance, which is slightly different from the APSHE guidelines, where the student will undergo. So as I told you, these are the program highlights where the students, close to 1 lakh students appeared for this 20 technology tracks of 16 to 20 weeks. And what is unique about this projects and internship program is the student who will enroll for this project and internship will have 60 hours of self-paced learning and an addition of 10 hours of live online mentoring guidance. They would be able to refer the materials through the LMS portal, which is or the year papers from different companies, or the quizzes, or the reference material, or the PPTs, which will be there present in the LMS. And constantly the students who are taking up these training programs will also be mentored by our experts from industries, so that balances them or fills the gap where they are not able to, where they miss out on certain aspects while they are learning on the self-paced. Again, they also follow through this final assessment process. And here the LMS access is curtailed. It is given for 365 days alone. This again brings in the, we would want to see how the students are strongly and efficiently using our portal. Thereby, this again, we will be able to help them out largely. And again, in addition to the previous, including to this, so we will have a 240 hours of CRT, that is campus recruitment training, which will help them to shape their, which will help them to give them tips on their resume building, or the group discussion, or the soft skills aspect, which they would want to improvise on, or the coding skills. And here it's a 5 certification course on technical skills for a career advancement. And they will also get an opportunity to use the GitHub guidance to set up their and maintain their project portfolio. Here again, there is while you are preparing for your interviews, while you're creating your profile in the LinkedIn or your resume building, there will be complete guidance will be given by the mentors in mentioning that which are the projects which has to be listed first, or which are the projects which has to be given utmost importance in adding it in your resume. Not only that, the students who are undergoing this will be given placement assistance. There is absolutely no placement guarantee or placement assurance, and placement assistance is only provided to those students who are successfully completing this journey of projects and internship. Adding on to it, the student will get a NASSCOM XLR joint certificate. So regarding this NASSCOM XLR joint certificate, I would just take you through a little more in my next deck. So before that, let me showcase the tracks which you would be taking up under this projects and internship. It would be on digital marketing associate, data science and machine learning, data analytics, business intelligence, Salesforce, marketing HR, finance analytics, full stack Java, MERN stack, cybersecurity, deep learning, Tally, AI and ML, DevOps, web development, MySQL, testing tool, Selenium, mobile app developer, Java R programming, cloud computing, IoT, Python. So these are the tracks. And again, the students will be given certificate. There are programs like digital marketing, data science, machine learning, data analytics, business intelligence. A couple of programs are being strongly mapped, and they are being certified by the NASSCOM board. So by those courses, if at all if the student opts for those courses, the student will get NASSCOM and XLR certificate. If that program is not under the mapped courses of NASSCOM, then you will get only an XLR certificate. So if you want more information about the projects and internship, or the guidance on choosing the tracks and all, probably during the, that is towards the end of the session, or maybe I would request Amar to share the link and contact details of the respective person, so you can connect with us anytime after the session. So this is how your program flow of internship would look like. So how have we designed this program, projects and internship? We have connected with the industries, understood the actual problem statements. Based on that, we have designed the projects and internship program. So thereby, it is not that it is a project or internship which you would just do it for the sake of your academy. No, it is purely in the guidance of the industry experts, and of course, the need for this projects and internship. So this will help you in connecting with the real case scenario projects. So firstly is that based on that, the entire project and internship is designed, wherein you would undergo a live online self-paced, and of course a mentor training, a 10 hours of mentor training will be added to the 60 hours of self-paced learning. During this journey, you would have to go through a lot of assessments, assignments during this, and you would also be given a lot of real case scenario projects, which you would be working under the guidance of the mentors. Towards the end, when you are completing towards all the assessments and assignments, you would be given certificates, which is from the eminent bodies like NASCOM, XLR, and all. And you would undergo a campus recruitment drive training, that is a 240 hours of training will be given through a self-paced model and mode. And you would also be shortlisted by the campus drive department, and they would help you to connect with the industries. They would let you know which are the companies coming in, which will be within the 5,000 partners whom we have partnered. And once you are being given that clarity, you will have to accordingly rework on your resume, your LinkedIn profile, and prepare for those companies. And again, if you have to refer back to our LMS portal, you would have good number of question papers, yesteryears, Infosys and Microsoft, Google, and many other companies which would be there. You can refer those. So accordingly, you can prepare, and then it will help you to crack the job interviews. So this is the flow of the program. And with reference to a little more to detail on the placement assistance process, as I told you, once you're through with the 16 to 20 weeks of projects and internship, and you get the certificate from NASCOM and XLR, the campus drive team will connect with you. They will check your resume, LinkedIn profile. They will assist you. Accordingly, you will have to edit in terms of the internship or the projects which you will have to have it on the top in your resume. Once it is done, the campus drive recruitment team will guide you when and which is the company which will come in. Accordingly, you will get in for the job interviews, and your preparation goes on, and you will crack the job interview. Okay, so this is the placement process. Again, with reference to this, if you have any queries, you can just ping me towards the end, and I will help you. And as well, I will guide you through the career counselor who will give you more insights about the importance of the internships or the projects and internship. So this is something which I was talking about. Suppose if you have enrolled yourself for the AppShay internship, this is a certificate which you would get it with AppShay and XLR logo, and that is towards your left side. If it is you have chosen any of the tracks under the NASCOM certified or NASCOM approved courses, then you would get a certificate which is from NASCOM and XLR logo. So here are a few of our learners who have shared their experiences post their 20 weeks of internship program, which we will be able to show you towards the end again. And this is how the entire journey for the projects and internship will look like. So let me move on to the today's session in introducing. Just allow me some time. Yeah. So on this note, let me call upon our today's student coordinators from academia. So it's a warm welcome to Ms. Vanisha Reddy, Student Society Coordinator, BE Information Technology from MVSR Engineering College, Telangana. So she is a 4th year IT student at MVSR Engineering College who is passionate more on coding and crafting innovative software solutions. So over to you, Vanisha Reddy. Please share your thoughts about today's event.
A very good evening, everyone. So first of all, we are thankful to XLR for collaborating with the MVSR Engineering College for this incredible program of a student development program, which is a project excellence, mastering your minor and major projects with the real world case studies. Basically, I could say that this would be a golden opportunity for all of us to strengthen our skills in critical areas like Java full stack development, Python full stack development, and AI/ML projects. So, actually, as a final year student, I would be suggesting my fellow friends that it is more beneficial to participate in the student development program so that it could be adding some value to your resume and you can be able to learn new things about the new technologies, and it can be beneficial to implement these in your major or minor projects also. Like some of the benefits I could be saying that you can get by student development program are you can get an hands-on learning experience, has this program actually focus on giving the real world case studies, and you can get to do some practical assignments, and you will be getting an guidance from the experts so that you can ask any doubts or clear about it. And you will also be getting a free resources, and you will be also getting a certificates. By learning some like about Java full stack development or Python, you can be doing some projects like you can be able to develop a gaming app or gaming a website by Python full stack development, which would be exciting for you to work. And by learning about the Java full stack development, you can also build an project like a task management system. So I suggest my fellow friends to utilize this great opportunity for enhancing your skills and develop the projects. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanisha, for your insights on today's event project, especially on projects and internship. And I believe I spoke to Vanisha. It was not Rashmita, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right, fine. Okay, so thank you, Vanisha. All right, so let's move on to the next student coordinator from academia, Mr. Sugali Upendra Nayak, a mechanical engineering student from KV Subba Reddy Engineering. So he is a third year BTech student from KV Subba Reddy Institute of Technology, who is passionate about engineering, design, problem solving, and practical applications of mechanics. So over to you, Sugali.
Actually, he's facing some network issue. He's trying to
Okay.
rejoin. So meanwhile, you can proceed with the next guest.
Okay, all right. So meanwhile, let's move on to the next student coordinator from academia, Ms. Sania Javed Pathan, student coordinator, Bharatiya Vidyapeeth deemed to be University Institute of Management and Rural Development Administration, Sangli, who is pursuing bachelor's in computer science at IMRDA Sangli and gaining a professional exposure through an internship or a job at Credpool Solutions Private Limited, Mirage. So we a hearty welcome to you, Sania, and over to you.
So, good evening, everybody. Am I audible to everyone?
Absolutely, Sania.
Yeah, I'm very glad, very happy to be part of it. So, I'm Sania Pathan, representative of
Sania, sorry to
IMRD.
interrupt. Your voice is breaking.
Sania, one student of we
I'm
are
extremely
Institute of
sorry, Sania. Your voice is audible, but it is like it's not clear.
Okay.
Should you check on the
Yes,
internet?
yeah, am I audible now?
No, still there's a little challenge. It's not clear. Would you mind rejoining? Amar, has Sania left us?
Yeah, I'm there. Am I audible?
Huh. Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah, I'm Sania Pathan, student representative of IMRDA. We are Institute of Management Development Administrative of Sangli. We are affiliated to Bharati Vidyapeeth deemed to be University Pune. So we are leading institute in Western Maharashtra, and I'm proud to say that we recently are accredited with A++ grade by NAC. So we have an active MOU with XLR. As a part of activity under MOU. We have organized student development program in collaboration with XLR, and I'm very proud to be the part of XLR also. The purpose of today's student development program is a student development program is not just about academics. It's about nourishing the whole person, equipping you with the tools to navigate life challenges and reach your full potential. So this content will help the students to build a better career and get best placement opportunity. So I do have also completed some internship through XLR, and I do honored with some certificates. I'm very glad to say that. So hope you all will get through benefits of students development program, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Sania, for your
Yeah.
kind words on the overview and your collaboration with XLR. So that means a lot to us.
Thank you so much.
So next, let's move on to our student coordinator from Mr. Suhas from One School Business, who is an MBA finance enthusiast and who is currently pursuing an MBA in finance at One School Business. And he is having an undergraduate degree from St. Joseph's College. So we are happy to welcome you, Mr. Suhas.
Good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are
Thank you,
audible.
ma'am. Hello, students. I'm Suhas. I'm going to represent my college, One School of Business, which is affiliated with Bangalore North University and one of the top 10 colleges in Bangalore. Now I'm going to speak about the importance of student development program, which is being organized. As we are management students, we'll be having different case studies and research to deal with, both in our projects and real life. This program helps us to know about the application of our theoretical knowledge, which we have to apply practically, and makes us understand the use of industry relevant tools and framework. This helps us in decision making using data analytics. I thank XLR for giving this great opportunity to learn with them. And I also thank Dr. Jerry John, Professor and Program Director of One School of Business, for giving me this opportunity to represent our college. Thank you.
Thank you, Suhas.
Yeah, Nitya ma'am. So Upendra Naik is join.
Okay. So Upendra, hope you're there. Upendra, over to you. You can just share share your thoughts about the today's event. Mr. Sugali Upendra Naik. We would request you to share a few points about your college, about the importance of the projects and internship, and of course about the event today.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, again he's facing the network issue. No problem. We can proceed.
Okay. All right. So it's time for us to introduce our expert for today, who will be giving you the complete insight on the importance of minor and major projects. And so let me take the honor to introduce our expert, Mr. Umar Yaqub Solanki, corporate trainer and senior Java developer, who is a subject matter expert in full stack. Having 15 plus years in front end and back end, working as a senior Java developer at one of the top MNC, who is skilled in C, Python, DSA, Java programming, database, Java, Spring Boot, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript, and React.js, who has trained close to 5,000 plus candidates on various full stack curriculums. So a hearty welcome to you, Mr. Umar Yaqub.
Thanks, Nitya. Thanks very much. Hi, guys.
Over to you, Umar.
Yeah, thank you. So, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, of course, you are audible.
Yeah. So, as we all know that in our final year of engineering, we have a project to be submitted. So, in the stage 1 of the project development, we need to submit the report of the project, the documentation. And in stage 2, we need to show the actual practical implementation and the live execution of the project. So these sessions are targeted for such candidates who will be preparing for their projects. So we will try to go for a 15 days sessions. So the first 5 days will be checking how we can use Java as a technology to create our major and minor projects. Okay. And then going forward, subsequent session will be taken by other trainers and they'll train you on the other technologies also. So as a Java developer myself, so just let me know once you're able to see my screen, guys. So the Java framework which we'll be using is Java Spring Boot. Has anyone from y'all worked on Java Spring Boot before?
Umar, are you presenting your screen?
No, I'm just going to start sharing now.
Okay, okay. Just before you could start your actual class, would want to check, Amar, would you be taking them through the LMS tool?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll go after Amar.
Yeah. So maybe you can just give them a little overview on what is that upcoming, what is that they're going to learn in their upcoming classes, and then we can hand it over to Amar.
Okay, so in the upcoming 5 sessions, we'll be making a project from scratch using the Java technology, and we'll be using Java Spring Boot framework. We'll be designing the backend RESTful APIs as well as consuming them on the front end. So it will be a full stack sort of project when we'll design the front end as well as the backend. So front end will be using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and for backend we'll be using Java Spring Boot to make the RESTful APIs. Okay, over to you, Amar. You can share the dashboard and then I'll start the training.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Umar. So let me introduce you to Amar. Amar from the Training and Delivery Department. He will take you through the LMS, Learning Management System. Now, only through this portal, you would be able to learn the entire program and you would be able to view the materials and the other Esther year papers, all these. So over to you, Amar. You can take it forward.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So, dear bright young minds, very good evening. And once again, warm welcome to this 30 hours student development program on Project Excellence. So, dear students, I'm sharing my screen. And if I say you the good evening, I'm also expecting a good evening from each one of you. Let's make some interactive things which will help you and me as well. Yes, so it's not like that I'm saying to the Zoom participants only, but YouTube participants, I am watching you as well. Yes, now I have very good evening. Excellent. I'm still waiting for the replays from the YouTube participants. I'm just going to take 10 minutes, not more than that. Superb. Yeah. Now I have around 100 plus messages combining Zoom and YouTube. Excellent. So dear students, we already revealed the answer. Nitya ma'am already told that, but still I would like to ask one question to you. So what is the full form of the LMS, or what is the use of LMS? Anybody is there who knows this or already using? I know that couple of students are attending lots of Excel program and they know, but freshers, those who are joining our program first time, what is the LMS and what is the use of LMS? Weak response, like, or what's supposed to response? Who stopped the recording? Yeah, just a minute, students. Let me check on the recording. So dear host or dear co-host, you only have access to stop or start the recording. So it's my humble request, students, those who are today's guests, please don't do such kind of the things. Thank you. Yeah, so I have a couple of answers.
Before you could start, then probably you can just remove the host access and then you can begin so that there is no discrepancy during the session.
Oh yeah, sure, done. Thank you. Yes, so dear students, LMS is known as a learning management system and it's XLR, a web application or web portal. And as you're mentioning, by using the LMS, we are going to provide you the recordings of the session, a material, assignments, assessment. And these all things are going to be with you for next 1 year, 365 days. Okay. Now you know that what is the LMS, what is the full form of the LMS, and what you are going to get via LMS. Now we'll see how to access that. So those who are registered till today morning, to that students, to all that students, we already sent out the email communication via LMS. So all the students, those who registered till today morning, all of them are received the 2 emails from our side. While checking the email, please check in the inbox of your mail, and similarly, you can check in the spam folder as well if you're not receiving the inbox. And if you registered just few minutes ago, or you registered in the evening or late evening, no need to worry. Within the next 24 hours, all of you are going to get the LMS access. And if anybody is directly attending the session, at the end of the KT, I will share the registration link once again, and you guys can just register and you can avail the LMS. So you need to open the first email with the subject, welcome to XLR, and verify your account. And by using this email, you need to set your password. As simple as click on the link and set your password. So if I click on this link, it will take me to the next page. And here I need to type the password. So this will be the completely new password. It's not like that key. You need to provide any password which is already set to the email or any another account. No, nothing like that. It will be a completely new password, the combination of your name, mobile number, email ID, and your all the graduate students. So you know that how strong password you need to set, right? So password, you need to type it here, and same password, you need to type it here as well. Password and confirm password and set my password. This is the very first step towards to accessing the LMS. So once you're done with this step, open the second email. Second email is a course invitation mail. For that particular course, we already given you the access. So with the subject of welcome to the Project Excellence, mastering your minor and major projects with real world case studies, November 2024. Right? So in this mail, we mentioned a couple of steps, step 1, step 2, step 3. But let's go ahead and I will explain you how really you can just in a simple way, you can access the LMS, not for now, but in the future as well. So I believe that 70 to 80% of the participants are from the tech background. And if you're not from the tech background as well, many of you know the meaning of URL, right? So if we want to order anything via Amazon, then we need to search amazon.com, right? So likewise, our website is xlr.com. And in addition to that, as we have our LMS portal, our LMS portal URL is onlinelearning.xlr.com. Okay, onlinelearning.xlr.com. So why I'm tracing on that, I will let you know after some time. Okay, so if I click on this link, it will take me to the next page, and here we have a couple of options: sign in, store, register. So you are already registered member, right? So not required to do a registration again and again. About the store, I will explain you after some time. And we have option of sign in, all right? And as I'm mentioning, LMS URL. So here you can see onlinelearning.xlr.com. In the future, so Sakshi over the YouTube attendance link. So today's day 1, and I will explain about the attendance certification, each and everything. So please stay tuned, be there in the session, and don't disturb. Thank you. So as I'm mentioning, onlinelearning.xlr.com, you can see here in the future, if you are going to miss on your email, no need to worry. You can use any of the browser. It will be the Chrome, and type it down onlinelearning.xlr.com, and you will get this page, and simply you can sign in. So now I'm clicking on the sign in, and I'm here on this sign in page. Please enter the credentials, your registered mail ID, and the password which you have set. Right? So Here you need to provide your registered email ID only. Why? Because we sent out an emails to you. All right, you not receive a text message or WhatsApp message for the confirmation. So you need to provide the email ID, the registered email ID and the password. Okay, so after submitting this email ID and password, just imagine that I successfully filled my email ID and password, and I will click on login. And now let me reshare my screen and I will show you how LMS works live and how we will access all these things using LMS. So I believe that my screen is visible. Yes, I have a notification, my screen is visible. So once you are going to provide your credentials successfully, you will land here on this beautiful dashboard. Okay, and you have a couple of options: dashboard, classroom, assessment, store, calendar, news, and blog. So for this program, whatever the important things we are going to use, I will explain that. Okay, so the first and most important thing, how you will join the session. This is the important thing, right? So you can see my right hand side of the system. This is my system view, means I joined via laptop and I'm presenting, right? If some of you join via mobile as well, you will get this. But in the mobile view, below the classroom, you will find this tab as a today's session tab. Okay. In the today's session tab, you will get the option of today's session. You can see Project Excellence, Day 1 and Join button. All right. So whatever the join button you are able to see, you will see that button at 6:50. But if you are going to come here by 6 o'clock, you will get one notification that the session will begin within next 50 minutes. If you click on the join button, it will take you through the Zoom. Directly, it will take you through the Zoom. But in case if you are facing any difficulty over the Zoom, no need to worry. Simultaneously, we are live on the YouTube as well. So how you will join the session via YouTube? So above the today's session tab, here you can see one banner is there, Project Excellence, Mastering Your Minor and Major Project. So click on that. Okay. So once you click on that banner, it will take you through the YouTube live. Okay. So let me play the video. Yes. So whatever I'm explaining there over the Zoom, all these things are visible here clearly. All right. And here you can see. Yes. So here you can see students, if they are giving the confirmation, if they are wishing, all these things are going live in the chat box. So if you are also going to face any issues or difficulties, if you are going to have any queries or question, no need to worry. We are live on YouTube as well, and continuously we are going to watch your comments and your chat. So whatever the queries and question you are going to have, you can post it here. Okay. Now, every day not required to link as well, dear students, because everything in our hand nowadays. Very easily we can access all these things, right? Because now the era of the full stack development, web applications, artificial intelligence, machine learning, right? So you can see over the YouTube as well, not required to need the YouTube link every day to join the session. So simply you can subscribe this our channel and click on the bell notification. And just make sure you are clicking on the all. Going forward, whenever we are going live on this channel, you will get the notification. All right. And similarly, those who are watching over the YouTube, the 76 participants, if you are not able to see the live chat, you can see we have option as the open panel live chat. Click on that, you will get that option as well. Okay. So those who are there over the YouTube, so please subscribe our channel, and those who are over the Zoom as well, whenever you are going to watch the YouTube, you can search with the XLR, you will get the couple of the information about the trending technologies and about the XLR as well. So please subscribe our channel. Now going back over the LMS, I would like to show that how you will get the recordings, attendance, and material, all these things. So we are done about the dashboard. Let's move forward with the next tab, that is a classroom. So as I'm a member of XLR, I have like 100 plus classroom access. But today we are focusing on this particular SDP. Let me open the today's classroom. So those who are registered for this program, for you as well, you will get one classroom with the Project Excellence. So here there are 2-3 programs, but again, which we are starting from the 25th of November, means today. I will click on that. So once you click on that program, you are able to see the two options, curriculum and meet. In the curriculum, again, you have feedback, agenda, session recordings, and material. So feedback response, submit your attendance and feedback here. So those who are asking for the attendance, now you guys can listen me carefully. You need to submit your attendance on a daily basis. But if I click on that link, the form is not open. Here, you're getting one notification that the form will active between 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So dear students, you need to fill the attendance and feedback form every day. Minimum 60% attendance is required to get the certificate of participation. For this program, you will get the certificate, and for that, minimum 60% attendance is required. And why attendance and feedback is important, we'll also get to know that how program is going on. Okay, so it's my humble request, everybody, to please fill the right time feedback and the correct feedback, whatever you are taking from these classes. Okay, so below that, we'll have an agenda. So as of now, that tab is not active, but every day, whatever we are going to learn from this program, you will get the day-wise agenda. Below that, session recordings. So day 1 to day 15. So as of now, as we are live, okay, you will get this recording here as live. But sharp at 9:05, if we are going to wind up the today's session, you will get the recording. And not only for day 1, below the day 1, day 2, day 3, up to day 15, you will get the recording. And whatever the important material we are going to use for this next 15 days, you will find that material here itself. Okay. Now going to the Meet tab, from here also you can join the session. If you open the month-wise calendar, then you will get to know that, okay, for this month, I have 5 days of this training program. If I'm going to enter in the month of December 2024, yes, definitely I'm going to have 10 more days. Yes, so your calendar is also blocked. You can attach this calendar to your Google Calendar and you will get the notification too. Yes, so that's all from my side about the LMS. Now, if you guys are having any query or question, please let me know in the chat box. I will take up the queries and questions for 2-3 minutes, and after that, we'll start with the actual session. So, dear students, any query or question? No, all clear. Super. Others? Sir, is this for free? Yes, this is the free program. Any assessments are there? Yes, we will have a one FAT, means final assessment test on the last day, MCQ test, yes. Attendance link will be come to the mail. No. So as today is day 1 and most of you are not having the access to the LMS, no need to worry. We'll be sharing the attendance link over the Zoom and YouTube as well. Yeah, we'll have a quiz on the last day. Sir, how to get this program from cart to classroom? Yeah, you can just search for this program, enter into the store, and you can enroll. You will get that, ma'am. YouTube participant, it's clear? Okay, Super. I am a BTech participants. How I can apply for the internship at XLR. So dear students, in today's session, at the end of the session, I will be sharing the inquiry form for the internship and project. You can fill that form and our career counselors will be helping you and guiding you what benefits we are going to provide you in this internship and how you need to enroll for that. Sir, in this 15 minutes, what you can explain, once again, you repeat, sir. So, Mohan, sir, I'm so sorry. I'm not able to take 15 more minutes, but no need to worry. 15 days. Acha, huh. So for that, Mohan, sir, our Umar sir will take what we are going to learn in this next 15 days. Internship will be for free or paid. There will be the commercials for internship, but don't worry. Certificate, yeah, everyone will get the certificate, but for certificate, 60% attendance is mandatory. Sakshi Khere, I don't know which program you are from, but you are saying that, sir, after 60% of attendance not get the certificate. If I'm not wrong, you attended any of our previous program. And this is the new program. You can just read the title. We're starting from today onwards. It's day 1. Those who are attended our previous program, so after completion of the program, within 8 to 15 working days, you guys will receive the certificate. Okay. Yes, these classes are recording and you will find that over the LMS. So laptop is compulsory or not. So dear students, definitely if you are going to do some course, laptop is mandatory. You can't manage that on the mobile, right? I'm not saying that, okay, like you need to, let's go ahead and need to buy the laptop, but you can just do some arrangement. Mohammed Tausif iPhone. Yeah, I understood that if you're posting one time, yes, I'm getting the notification. I have not got the password email. Then drop an email to edl@xlar.com. Okay. Sir, can we add this certificate to our resume? Yes, definitely. For these things are there. See, knowledge is the first thing, but addition to the knowledge, you need to show from where you gain that knowledge. Yes, and definitely as XLR is a brand in the market, you can add that experience and you can even show that certificate as well. Yes. Okay. So most of queries and questions are cleared. So dear students, thank you so much for hearing me from last 15 minutes. And I'm going to be there till 9 o'clock. If you are going to have any query or question, you can ping me. Only ping me regarding to the LMS or internship or project. For other queries regarding to the session, you can ping to the Umar sir. So once again, thank you so much. And Umar sir, owes to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Amar sir. Thank you for the detailed explanation.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So guys, as I said, we'll be having these 15 sessions and we'll divide it into 5 sessions based on each technology. So the initial 5 sessions will be Java based. So we'll be designing the projects and the technology which I will be using is Java Spring Boot. So that's the question I asked initially. Who all have an idea as to what Java Spring Boot is, or who all have used this framework in their 3rd year? Is it my voice clear, guys? Am I not audible clearly? Yes. The student has texted that the voice isn't clear. Only one of them has texted, so it's good, right? It's audible and clear. Okay, thanks, guys. So, who all have any prior Java experience, Java coding experience in whichever framework? Okay, so most of them are freshers, some have Python experience, so that I can get a fair idea as to from where I need to start the sessions. So if you all are all basic and no experience and all core, then I guess we'll have to start from the very basic of how to create a Java Spring Boot application from scratch. Okay, no worries. So I'm not assume anything. So without any assumption, so if we need to start, first let me explain you all what would be a application and what front end and back end is. So just let me know once you all are able to see my screen. I'm opening the Paint screen. So let me know once you all see my Paint screen window. One person can send a text that it's visible. Yes, Varshini, I'll start from the scratch here. So in our project, so we will be splitting the task into two parts. Okay, the front end and the back end part. So we'll see front end part and we will see back end. Okay. So front end is that part of the project which the user communicates. So if you are a Facebook user or a YouTube user, so what we see as customer as a screen on Facebook, that is called as the user interface. Okay, so all the text boxes, all the posts which we see, all the buttons which we see, that is called as the UI. Okay, and nowadays it is called as UX, user experience. So that is the UI UX which we see. Okay, so which button should be placed, where should we place on the top or should it be placed toward the bottom? So that is called as your user experience. That all comes under front end. And the language which we use to design front end is, I guess you all should be aware of these languages: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So if I need to make a registration page, I'll take a very simple example. If I need to make a registration page, so let's say I take a student registration page. Okay. And so what all fields will I accept from the student while registration? Maybe I'll ask him to enter his full name. I'll ask him to enter his date of birth. For date of birth, I might take a date picker, a calendar. Okay, so once the user clicks on the calendar will open up and then he can choose the date. So what user experience I want to give to the user, I will design that all on the front end. Okay, so here I will say enter full name. So either I can give a label to prompt the user what I expect him or her to enter in the text box. Or nowadays, if you observe, there is some gray color text written over here. That is called as placeholder. So it will ask me to, like this, enter full name. And as I click on that, the text will vanish and I will get access of that text box. So this is called as placeholder. So some text is written inside the text box, and as you click on the text box, this text box is cleared. So what user experience I need to give to my customer, that I can design using the HTML, CSS, JavaScript part of the project. Then I will ask the user to choose his date of birth. Now once from the front end, I have got all the data. So I might also ask for his mobile number. I might ask for his email address, other stuff, whatever. So I might ask him to enter an email address and mobile number, blah, blah, blah. And then I might give him a button saying register. And as the user clicks on the register button, what should happen is all this data which has been collected in this form. Okay, so let's say Alice, Peter, Fernandez, is the name of the candidate, full name of the candidate. Yeah, I'm writing big font or everybody can view it. So let's say if I make the font tiny, then people might have difficulties. So for that reason, I'm writing big fonts. And then I can give a date picker over here. So I can just give 3 dots over here. As the user clicks on the 3 dots, a calendar will open and the user can choose her date. Let's say Alice's date of birth is 12th August 2001. And then we can ask Alice to enter her email address and mobile number, blah, blah, blah. Now, once I click on register, all this data is collected in the form of an object. Okay, so that we call as JSON, JSA-on. Okay, so you all keep an eye on this keyword, and whatever I am teaching you all can now add these jargons keywords to your resume. We all have heard about ATS. What is this called as? Applicant or application tracking system. So whenever you apply for a job on any of the job portals, okay, so they have a inbuilt algorithm implemented called as ATS. So if 100 people have applied for the job, the ATS algorithm will filter out the top resumes. Now, how does the algorithm work? So it searches for keywords. Okay, you write lengthy paragraphs, that will not help. You need to write the right keywords in your resume. So if you have written the right keywords in the resume, like today's session, you can write Spring Boot. So after these 5 sessions, you can write these keywords on your resume. You can write Spring Boot, you can write Postman. This is an API testing tool. Okay, Spring Boot is a Java framework. Remember this Java framework for creating, okay, large enterprise application. Large enterprise application. Okay, so we will be using Java framework to create RESTful APIs. So you can add these jargons on your resume. This will add weightage to your resume. Spring Boot, RESTful API, Postman. Okay. Then one more thing, JSON. These are technologies which are trending in the market. And if you have idea of them, will surely be helpful. Okay. Then you can also add UI, UX, user interface. So UI, UX design. These are also very good heavyweight keywords which you can add on your resume. Okay, so every day your resume should be refactored. Something new keyword should be added to your resume. That doesn't mean that you make a resume of 365 pages, but that means if you have written Spring Boot on your resume, then you should learn at least one new concept about Spring Boot. If you have written RESTful APIs, then you should learn at least one new concept. Even one paragraph about it will be fine. So that will be you will be justifying your resume. So always keep an eye on the keywords which you put on your resume. So one keyword which you can add today is JSON. It starts for JavaScript object notation. Okay, so we will be conducting the course in such a way that it will help us to make a final year project also. It will help us to make our resume also. And wherever necessary, I'll point out the interview questions. So you all can make a note of those highlight questions. Okay. So if asked what is JSON, so you can say it is JavaScript object notation. It is used to send data to and fro from the front end to the back end. Okay. So the currency which we will use will be the JSON. So the front end will give a JSON to the back end, data in the form of JSON, and the back end will give the front end the data in the form of JSON. So the front end and back end, they will trade in the JSON currency. So now whatever data I have collected from the form. Okay, now this is a very simple question. I guess you all should be able to answer this. So now whatever data I have collected on the form about Alice's full name, date of birth, and email. This data in its original shape and size cannot be sent to the backend. This is the backend part, right? Cannot be sent to the backend. So we will convert this data into a JSON format and then send the data to the backend in the JSON format. Okay. So this so JSON is very simple. Object is denoted by a curly parenthesis, and then there is key value pairs. So full name and the key also should be in double quotes. Remember this. The key should be in double quotes and the value should also be in double quotes, colon separated. So this is the format of JSON. So like this. So this data should be converted to. So at times you get ready-made data from the online internet, some sites, they give ready-made JSON data. So now who will help me? How will I store the date of birth? So there will be a key for date of birth and colon, and there will be value. And then there will be one more key for email, and there will be the email on that, alice@gmail.com. So if I were to add one more field over here to store the mobile number of the user, what changes do you feel will be happening in the JSON? Yes, correct. One more entry will be added over here as mobile number, and that mobile number will be in double quotes, right? Remember that. If there are more than one keyword, then you write in camel case. You all know the various cases in which we write the data. So this case is called what casing? The first character of the word is small and subsequent characters are capital. The first character is capital. What is that casing called as, guys? Yes, anyone? See, I would want you all to interact because that will make it more interesting and I will know in which direction the sessions are flowing. So I would not want this to be one-way traffic and I, the only person, be speaking. So this way of naming is called as what style? Can anyone tell me? You can use the chat. The Google guys can also use the chat. Let me see the crowd on Google, on YouTube. What's the attendance over there? And are they understanding what I'm trying to say? Yes, Shrishti. That is called as camel case. Absolutely correct. No. I did not talk about that. Yeah, camel case. Now talking about the naming style of the variable. See, so if you are giving a virtual interview and the interviewer asks you to share your screen and he asks you to write a simple program. So when you will name the variable, how you will name the class, just by seeing that etiquettes, you will understand how thorough you are in your fundamentals. So remember this. If I have a variable name, let's say Mahendra Singh Dhoni. This is my variable name. So I can write it in different styles. If I write it like this, wherein the first letter of each word is capital. The first character of each word is capital. This is called as, yes, Pascal case. This is called as what? Pascal case. So you use Pascal case when you name your classes. So always use Pascal case to name your classes. irrespective you're writing the class in Java or you're writing the class in Python, class names should always be written in Pascal case. So if I have a class called permanent customer or corporate customer, how will I write that class? So if I have a class called corporate, so if you are sharing your screen and the interviewer says, please make me a class by the name corporate customer, and if you start writing like this, immediately in his mind he will make a decision whether to hire you or not, because you are now not fulfilling the basic etiquettes of programming. This is universally followed that the class name should be always in Pascal case. So if you write the class like this, then just by seeing how good you are following the etiquettes of programming, the interviewer will have a nice image in his mind about the candidate. Okay. So the people on the YouTube are more active comparatively over here. I'm getting more responses on YouTube about the question which I'm asking compared to the Zoom guys. So I would want a fair, response from either parties. So how will you name the classes? Pascal case. Pascal case means initial letter capital. Then there is, how will you name the method? So if you make a method over here, okay, Python guys might know what is the method. You just write def and then you write the function name. So if I say display, so this is called as a method, right? And we use def keyword to define a method. And if you have done any other programming like C, C++, basic programming, in that we would write the return type like void display, right? So this is called as a function. So how do we name our functions? We name our functions using camel case. So what is camel case? So if I'm using camel case, then my first character will be small, and then each subsequent character will be capital. So Mahendra Singh Dhoni, M will be small and S and D will be capital. This is called as camel case. Okay. So whenever you write a function, always follow camel case. Okay, this should be Dhoni. This should have been Dhoni with a capital D. Okay. Very good. So this is called as, so if I have a function called as display customer, how will I write that function? How will I write that function? Display customer. So I'll write it like this in camel case. Yes, correct. These are small things which are observed a lot and which makes a difference. Like this. Okay. Display customer. Absolutely correct, Vishwas. Okay. Then the third style of naming is called as kebab case. Any idea what is kebab case, guys? When you put a hyphen between each word. This is called as kebab case. Some languages, they follow kebab case also. So they don't use capital. They do not use anything capital. They just separate the word with a hyphen. That is called as kebab case. And the language which follows this is your HTML, CSS uses a lot of kebab case. So whenever you name a class, you will see that they will name the class as kebab case. So if you have a class called background color, if you have an attribute called as background color in your CSS, you will see that they write background like this, background color like this. Who all have observed how they write background color in CSS? So they write it like this, right? If you observe, that is they are using kebab case, right? So these are small things which you all should keep an eye. So what happens is the front end is just the UI part of the application. It will open up a form which will accept some data. As we click on register, this data gets converted into a JSON format and it is then transferred to the backend. Now this is where Java takes over. So all this was in your HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Now as I click on register, that code, that data which is accumulated and converted into a JSON format is then sent to the backend. Now backend which we will be using to construct our project is Java Spring Boot. Okay, so we need some basic understanding of Java. Even if you all have a basic understanding of what is a class and object, it should be helpful. Irrespective whichever language you all have studied, but at least basic oops, if you all have understanding of, will always be a good added advantage. I'll try to go from very basic, but we have a limitation of around 10 hours. We need to finish up the project. So at times I might need some assistance from you guys. So in Java Spring Boot, what we do is we have a very systematic flow. Java Spring Boot project is very, very systematically aligned, very, very easy to understand, and the flow of the project is very streamlined. And even, yes, Keshav, I'll go from the basic only. Yeah. So whatever I have explained till now, everybody understood? Or anybody struggling? Okay. So now Java Spring Boot project structure is very, very easy and very easy to understand, very simple architecture it follows. Okay. We have three main components, and then at the end we have the database. Okay. So have you all studied MySQL as a database language, guys? Anybody has done MySQL? SQL? Okay. So at the end, we will have the database. Okay. This will be our MySQL. So I'll be using MySQL as my database. Okay. And you can use any other product if you all are comfortable with. You all can go with Oracle. You all can go with Postgres. You all can go with any other. Okay, MySQL, Postgres, whichever database you all are comfortable with. I'll be using MySQL. So when this data is sent to the Java Spring Boot, MySQL and Oracle, Aditya, are vendors, and SQL is the programming language. Okay, let's try to help you all with the basics terminologies of the project making so that you all are comfortable with. So we will not rush. We'll try to go as slow as possible. See, what happens is if I give you a real world analogy, can you give me the famous automobile manufacturers in India? Give me 3-4. Give me 3-4 automobile manufacturers of in India. So let's say I go with Tata. I go with Mahindra. I go with Maruti. I go with Honda. And then each of these these are manufacturers, right? In the red, I have written the manufacturers. The manufacturers, they're companies. By manufacturer, I mean they are the companies which manufacture the automobiles. Then can you give me any famous product of these companies? Let's write the products in red. So Tata, let's say I write Tiago. Mahindra, I write Thar. Maruti, I write Swift. Okay. And for Honda, let me write Honda City, assuming. So what are these red colors? These are the products of these companies. Okay. Now, then there is one thing called as petrol. petrol. Now, does the company which manufacture the automobile manufacture its own fuel? Does Tata has its own petrol? Mahindra has its own petrol. Maruti has its own petrol. Honda has its own petrol. No, right? Petrol is mutual. Irrespective whichever manufacturer, whichever product you use, the petrol will be mutual and common by everyone. So similarly, when I talk about databases, when I talk about databases, now in black, I'll write the database company names. So there are various companies which manufacture database software. Okay, so Oracle is one of them, big pioneer in database technology. Earlier it was only renowned only for database, but now Oracle is the parent company of Java. So Java is licensed under Oracle. So if they ask in the interview who is the owner of Java, you can say Oracle is the owner. Then there are other companies also which make database. So I'll just put a heading. These are automobile ones. So the left, on the left were the automobile ones, companies and models. Now I come to database companies. So which companies manufacture database? Oracle is there. MySQL is there. And IBM is there. Microsoft is there. They all manufacture database softwares, all companies, and all have had their products also. So Oracle from the days of 11G, then they made 12R, then they made 19C, okay, and so on and so forth. They are making their products. MySQL also has various versions. Currently, the version going on the market is 8.0.3. IBM also has various products called DB2. DB2 is a good product of IBM. And Microsoft has a product called Excel. That is a database for Microsoft. Now, irrespective, whichever company's database you use, whether you use Oracle, whether you use MySQL, whether you use IBM, whether you use Microsoft, to store and fetch data from these databases, SQL is used universally. So this is the programming language. So SQL is the query language. Okay, so the programming language. In database terms, we call it as query language. So it is the query language, SQL. And MySQL is a vendor, a company which manufactures database. So if we are training you all on MySQL, and we will use the same SQL programming language or query language. So in the company, if you are working, you are using Oracle, then SQL is the same. SQL will not be different. Only the vendor is changing, technology is not changing. Am I understood? Is the difference clear between MySQL and SQL now? Yes, Rija, MySQL is a vendor company which manufactures database. These are corporate companies which make database software. Okay. So the database which I will be using is from which company? MySQL. So I expect you all to download and install the MySQL if you all want to do parallel programming with me. I have made a Word file. Let me see if I can help you all. Okay, so I have made a Word file, the setup. I'll just share that file with you all. You all can follow that step by step and install the software. So maybe today you all can install the software and be ready that tomorrow you all can do pair programming with me. So this is a complete guide I have made on my own with screenshots. So you all should not struggle at all. Yes. You all should not struggle at all while installing this software. I've given all the detailed step-by-step approach. Okay, I've shared the file to the guys on Zoom. Online, if you want, then there'll be a difficulty with connectivity. If you want to go with online, then you can install the WAMP or the XAMPP server, which you can use the local host to run your SQL, but get a hands-on on MySQL. So one more very important keyword I missed out. So now while preparing your resume, write one more important keyword, MySQL, and also write SQL. So please populate your data, your resume with these heavyweight keywords. These heavyweight keywords will add value and weightage to your resume, and in the ATS application tracking system, your resume will be filtered. Okay, so now coming back to the Java Spring Boot architecture. So there are 3 layers in a Java Spring Boot application. If you understand this architecture, then development will be very easy. The first layer is called as a controller. Remember this, guys, okay? It's called as controller. So now when I will make the project, you will understand. The second layer is called as the service. And the third layer is called as the repository. And then you have your database. So the controller is the, what is SPOC? SPO is called a single point of contact. Single point of contact. So if an HR sends you an email, let's say from Infosys, the HR sends you an email. So now that HR is a single point of contact for you for the Infosys company. So even though if Infosys is having a workforce of 1,20,000, you are not concerned with those 1,20,000 people. You are only concerned with that HR who has sent you the email. So if the HR is not answering your call or her phone is switched off, and your parent asks, what about your Infosys joining letter? What happened? So you will say Infosys is not answering my call. So now that one person phone is switched off and you are saying Infosys is not replying. So that one single person is a single point of contact for you for the entire company. So like this, for the front end, the single point of contact is the controller. Front end will only contact the controller. These all layers are hidden from the front end. For the front end, these all are invisible. It is like they don't even exist. So front end only knows the controller. So whenever I will hit register, I should contact any of the controller methods. Okay, so I will show you. So if I make a method public void method 1, okay, so now I want you all to tell me, okay, I'll make it pretty interacting and simple, and I will just add some dummy code over here. I will just add some dummy code like display Virat Kohli. Okay, I'll just say Virat. So I'll just write some dummy code, and I want you all to help me as to what will be the output. And I will make M2. I will just say display Virat. This is just a dummy code. Now to this function, I will add a request mapping. Okay, this is called as request mapping. And I will say /RCB. And to this method, I will add a request mapping called MI. Okay. Now this front end, front end only knows about the request mapping. The front end only knows about the request mapping. So if I make a new form, or let's say on this register button only, okay. Let's say there is no code over here. Just a single button is there, register button is there. And I will tie this register button with any of the request mapping. Okay, I will just tie this register button with any of the request mapping. So let's say the register button says, I want to and this application is running on the local host. Okay, and we'll give some port number to the application. Let's say I give 8088 as the port number. So when this front end wants to communicate to the application, it should know on which machine the application is running. So it's running on the local host on which port 8088. And after that, it will just give me the name of the request mapping. So if I say this RCB, so I am saying of the application which is running on my local computer on this port, can you just give me the output for the endpoint /RCB? So this will go to the controller, and controller will then search for a request mapping by the name RCB. And what will it display on the screen? Who can tell me? Yes, guys? Yes, Keshav answer is correct. What about the online guys? Online participants are pretty active this session. What will it display on the screen? No, I have only hit /RCB. So it will go to this localhost is the machine, okay, the computer. On this computer, it will go to the application running on port number 8088. So on this computer, the application running on port 8088, and I want this endpoint. So it will search in the controller. Do we have any endpoint of this? Yes, it is matching. And what will it return now? Yes, guys? It will display Virat. Correct. What if I said like this, that on this computer, on the application running on port 8088, I want to hit the endpoint MI. Now what will it display? Yes, you can send in your answers on the chat. Online guys can also respond. Yes. What will it return as a response? Yes, guys. Yeah. Yes, now it will display Rohit, correct? Okay, now if I come here and if I try to hit this endpoint, and if I say CSK, now do we have this endpoint in our application? Just answer in yes or no. No. So when you try to hit an application which is not there, it will return with 404, page not found. We have seen this a lot. Okay. Yes or no? Have you not seen error message 404? So when do we get a 404? So if you are asked in the interview, when do we get? So okay. So this is called as a HTTP status code. Okay. Remember this, guys. These are called as HTTP status code. If everything, okay, when I tried to hit RCB, did I get the endpoint found or not found? Was the RCB endpoint found or not found? So when the endpoint is found, the status code is 200, means okay. Always remember this. These two very famous HTTP status code. So if they ask in the interview, can you name any two famous HTTP status code and explain them? So what will you say? So the two famous HTTP status code are code 200, which is when the request is successfully processed and we get a response. And HTTP status code 404 is when the front end tries to hit an endpoint which does not exist in the controller. So the Java will return with a 404 saying page not found. Am I understood with this, guys? Okay. Now once the controller gets the request for processing, it will give it to service. So service is the brain of our application. all the decision making will be done by the service. All the business logic and all the processing will be done by the service layer. So the controller is just a communicator. Take data from the front end and give it to service. Okay. Now, if the service needs help of the data of the database, then it will give it to repository, because database access is only with the repository. Repository layer can access data, store data, and fetch data. So whatever database communication will be there will always be done by the repository. So if the service needs some data, it will ask repository, I want this data from the database, please give me, because I want to make some decision. So repository will go to the database, get the data, and give it to service. And now service will prepare all the decision and then tell the controller, okay, the front end who has requested to you, please give him this response back. So the front end will send us a request and we will send a response back to the front end. So the duty of taking the request and sending the response is with whom? Which layer is responsible for accepting the request and sending the response? The sort of this three layers, controller, service, repository. Which layer is responsible for request and response? The controller. Absolutely correct. Yeah. So if this is understood, so who can explain me in short the three layers of a Spring Boot project? So you will say the first layer is the controller layer. Its responsibility is to interact with the front end, take the data request from the front end, and for processing, pass that request to the service layer. Service layer will process that request. If the service layer needs any data from the database, it will request the repository that please give me this data. Once the data is received, it will process, may take a decision, and then inform the controller that please return this. So controller is just like a spokesperson. Just take request and okay. So if this student, if this kid comes to his mother that I want to buy a new mobile, give me 40,000 rupees. So he will first come to his mom. Okay, the student will first come to the mom. Mom will listen to the request, and then mom will forward the request to whom? Who is the decision maker? Who is the decision maker? Is mom the decision maker of the house? So she will pass on the request to whom? Yes, sir, dad. So she will say to dad that the son needs a mobile phone, 40,000 rupees. Then dad will then ask his boss that I need an advance of 40,000 rupees. I need to give my son a mobile. Okay. So if the dad says yes, then he will arrange for the money from the company. Okay. So dad will go to the payroll person. Okay. The accounts person. And dad will tell the accounts person, I need 40,000 rupees. Account person will talk to the company boss. Okay. The company boss will sanction. Account person will give dad. Dad will give mom, and then mom will give the son 40,000 rupees. So like this will be a chain. So now let me try to create a simple Spring Boot application. Okay. So to create a simple Spring Boot application, okay, is my screen visible to everyone? What we need to do is open up a browser and type Spring Initializer. Search for which keyword? Spring Initializer. And come over here, Spring Initializer. And it will open up this page. So don't need to worry about it. I'll take you all step by step. For project, we use Maven. So go by the default Maven. Language, go by the default Java. Spring Boot version 3.4 is fine. Group is the domain. So if we are associated with XLR, so if someone is associated with Infosys, so he will say com.infosys. If someone is associated with Google, he will say com. So the domain name in reverse order. So how do we search? We search for google.com. So the group is the reverse order of your domain. So google.com will become com.google. Infosys.com will become com.infosys. Similarly, xlr.com will become com.xlr. So this is the group name. Artifact is the name of your project. So when you will open your project in your IDE, when you open your project in your Eclipse or IntelliJ IDEA or VS Code, whatever software you are using for product development, by what name you want to search for the product over here. Okay, so for we guys, we will give a project name. Okay, major project. Okay, and we'll do for some customer management application. So we'll say major project CMS. Okay, so this, when I save this project, I need to search for this name, major project CMS, over here in my application. Okay, so be ready with that. For Python, you can go with VS Code. For Python, we can go with VS Code. And for IDEA, we can go with Eclipse. So you can install Eclipse also. Okay, so how to install Eclipse? Just make a fresh tab and say over here, download Eclipse for whichever Windows you have. So if you have Windows 10, click on that and go to this Eclipse official website and click on this blue color sort of circle. Click on it, download, and it will start the download for you. And once it downloads, just double click and install it. So that will be a good IDE. In whatever code we will write, we'll write in that. Haven't you all received the link for the attendance, guys? We have received the link, right? Yeah, okay. Again, it has a refresh. Amar sir has refreshed the link. So you all can mark your attendance. Okay. So let's come back to the Spring Initializer. So keep Maven, Java 3.0, com.xlr, artifact, the name of the project. Name you can give the same as the artifact name, and description, one paragraph about your project, that we are doing a customer management application to store and display customer information. This is optional. If you want, you can skip it. If you want, you can skip it. Okay. And now they will give you a package name. The package name is the concatenation of your group and your artifact. See, they have taken the group and then they have joined the artifact name to it. That becomes your package name. So no worries. Keep jar as your packaging, Java 17 as your Java version. Yeah. And here just add one dependency, simple dependency. Over here, search for just say web. Okay, I just go to add dependency and just as they have mentioned over here, web, just search for web and add this dependency. So initially this much is sufficient. Yes, please download Eclipse. Please download and install MySQL. That will be helpful for you all. Also, you can download and install Postman also. Download and install Postman. Is not audible clearly, guys? See what you all need to download and install. I'll send you all everything. So first, you all should install Java. Version 1.8 would also be fine. Yeah. Eclipse is for programming in Java. So if you want to program in Java, so how we have for Python, we use VS Code, right? What do you all use? VS Code? Yes, Python is for Eclipse Mohan. For Python, Eclipse is for Java. And for Python, you can stick with VS Code. Okay. So the reason I'm telling to use Eclipse is so you all can see my screen, and then wherever I am clicking and I tell you all to run the code, right click over here and go to this option, then you all can follow my instructions after watching the video. If you are using some other IDE, then it becomes difficult for me to troubleshoot as to what actually you are clicking and where you are going. So that's why I'm insisting that we stick to a uniform IDE, and Eclipse is good for Java. Srija, VS Code, just you have to go Google and go to download VS Code. It will help you out. It's very self-explanatory sort of things. VS Code. Okay. So what all I need to, okay, I also will share you all the link for Java 1.8. Please install that also. So let me search for a link of Java 1.8. It's there on my GitHub. So on my GitHub, I have that. So you all can download Java from here. Okay. I'll just share you all the links. So okay. This is the link for Java. Okay. So those who want, I've shared the Java link. So I need you all to install Java 1.8. Then I need you all to install, okay, these softwares. Java 1.8. Then I share the link with MySQL. Then Postman. Okay, Java and your Eclipse. So I want you all to download these 4 softwares. Python, you can just reach a Google. Yeah, if you are comfortable, Madhuri, with VS Code, writing Java code in VS Code, you can do so. But when we will make the framework as Spring Boot, no, that time it will be a bit complex to navigate in VS Code in Java programs. So that's why I'm asking everyone to be uniform and use the same IDE so that you all can follow my instructions. So if I tell you right click at this place, yes, if you're comfortable with Jupyter, you can go so. Gayatri. It's all, see, IDE is all person to person. Is all based on the comfort zone as to what IDE you are comfortable programming. So, okay, I've set you all a list, guys. So I guess today we've run out of time. Maybe tomorrow I'll give you all the demo and we'll create the project. So I'll just stop over here. I'll not create the project. So tomorrow we can do it from scratch all over again. Okay. It was nice interacting with you all. Tomorrow sharp 6:50. You all can tune in and we'll try to take this forward. Okay. Take care. Good night. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So, dear students, I already shared the attendance link and feedback link. That is a common link in the chat box. So please mark your attendance and share your feedback with us. Similarly, so as we inform you, we have our project and internship in collaboration with NASCOM, in collaboration with AppShare. So that link also I shared with the name of XLR Project and Internship Student Enquiry Form. Okay. So those who are interested to start project and internship with XLR, so please go ahead, fill that form. That form itself is not like you need to pay now and all these things. First of all, our team will get back to you. They will help you with the more information on the program, and then you can go ahead with the payment process. So just now I shared the attendance link, and similarly below the attendance link I'm posting the project and internship link as well. So if your friends, your family members, your colleagues are also looking for such kind of the program, then you guys can share that link. Sir, I need to know about that internship. Yeah, you can fill the form. Our team will connect with you. How we know that my attendance is marked? Yeah, you only know that. You fill the form. After that, you will get the notification, right? Okay, your form is submitted successfully. How I can register? Ravi, for what you want to register? Sir, I have filled the form which was sent earlier. I am supposed to fill it again. Sai, there are two forms. One is attendance form and another one is a project and internship form. So with the different name, one is with the project and internship and another one is with the attendance link. So you can fill the both. If you missed on anyone, you can fill that because just again I already shared. Harish, ke time over, sir. Yeah, Harish, you can leave, no problem. So we're done for the day. Those who are having query or question, they can leave. If not, you guys can leave and join the session on tomorrow at same time. Ravi, I just posted the registration link, so you can just click on that and complete your registration. Thank you, Harish. Mohammed Tausif, for that, you can just go through the today's session recording. So I already explained all these things, what software you need to download. Himanshu Agrawal official. Sir, at 7 p.m. tomorrow, live will be there. Yes, sharp at 7 o'clock, live will be there. Students, you are enjoying the session? It's my humble request, if you're really enjoying, some of you please drop in a comment that yes, all are going good. Any improvements, any suggestions? Yes, sir, we're enjoying. Super. Who can I get LMS but I not got password setting link? You can forward your password. Yes, sir, really enjoying the session. Thank you, Himanshu. Can I get the notes of the session? Yes, over the LMS you will find the notes as well. Okay, you need the project and internship enquiry form. Yeah, I'm sharing that. Mohammad Tosif Ahmed, I think you have lots of questions about the LMS. So it will be very helpful if you are going to drop an email to us. Our team member will call you and they will help you with the solution. So the mail ID is edl@xlr.com. Please send the notes like that link about the session, sir. You will find that over the LMS. Sir, we actually need the required AI courses. Yes, Sirisha, we have AI courses. Can see this video again? Yes, Zoom user, definitely. Why we should feel and what will happen? See, I'm not forcing anyone, right? Like, if you are interested, then you can. Do we need to register another FDP? FDP, this is SDP. Yes, sir, we're enjoying the session. Super. Sir, it's saying that I have completed the course. Nikhil, which course? Today only we started. Where can we get the recorded session? So you will find the recordings of the session over the LMS. Okay, I think if I'm not wrong, that's all for the day. Dear students, if you are having, after submitting my attendance, you can leave the session. Is it any payment for internship, sir? Yes, you have to pay money for the project and internship. So we mentioned that will be in the chargeable basis. But you can just go through the inquiry first and then you will get to know that how much we are charging and what things we are providing. And I hope you like know what kind of certificates and knowledge also we are providing in that. Sir, how to submit my attendance and showing that I have completed the course? No, it's not like that. Don't worry. You can Himanshu, that will be the discussed by career counselors. University exams going on. Can we attend recording classes, please? Yes, you can attend the recording classes, but to get the certification, live attendance is mandatory. So Shirisha ma'am, like from which college you are? May I know your college name? Malareddy College of Engineering. Yes, ma'am, definitely. You can refer, but before that, we will connect with you, ma'am, and we'll share the more information if you want to go through this internship and project for your students. So we'll do one thing. You can drop your contact here, and our project team will connect with you, ma'am. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So same here. Yeah, sure, sir. Then you can also share the details. So our team will get back to you on the more details. You're welcome, ma'am. Yeah, Virendra, sir. You can share the details. Yes, you can, sir. Where can see the recorded videos? So Zoom user, you can find the recorded videos over the LMS. Yes, so if you don't have any query or question, you can leave for the day and we'll see you on tomorrow at same time. Yeah, sure. Virendra sir, I would like to know your college name as well. Shirisha ma'am, yes. So we have data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. After that, we have NLP, ChatGPT, and prompt engineering, and artificial intelligence with ChatGPT. Anurag University, Hyderabad. Okay, sir. Sure, sir. Our team will connect with you. Okay, so we're done for the day. Dear all students and faculty members, I want clarity, sir. On what you want clarity? Okay, I'm sharing my number to you. You can just drop me a WhatsApp message. Yes. Okay. So, dear students, thank you so much for joining the day one of Project Excellence program, and we'll see you on tomorrow at same time, sharp at 7 o'clock. Till the time, take care of yourself, take care of your family.